state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of the Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the first possession of the game. Man, did we have a classic last year between the Bears and the Horned Frogs. You know, games that end on last-second field goals always etched into the memory banks, and I'm betting that there was a party in Waco, might have even included some dancing until the wee hours on Sunday.
Yeah, and Bryson Washington was dancing with them the whole time because that dude danced up and down the field. He had almost 200 yards rushing a year ago. The physicality of Baylor won that football game. TCU's been challenged. They've been thinking about this one, Palmer.
Yeah, it was so much fun, too. So many dramatics. With 16 seconds left, Baylor converts a 4th and 9. And then Isaiah Hankins kicks a 33-yard game-winning field goal on the final play. What sort of fun are we going to have here today?
Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games and with this matchup, Jesse. I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Finds a man on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Try and play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
back to throw. It's Hoover. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Safe completion on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. And they're not on the same page there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. The short hands, it's Bailey. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go back to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
the field. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Washington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. To the air, it's Hoover. Under fire. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Cameron. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Prentice. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score TCU 14, Baylor 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And they're able to get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line getting set on second down. The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And offensively, man, this situation, goal-to-go situations, really tight quarters, you got to get that ball out quick, and it's got to be out-breaking. It's got to be a quick in-breaking route. I'm not sure what the offense was trying to do, but maybe get rid of that ball a little bit quicker. You take the sack, and now you make your life a lot more difficult.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
To throw, it's Robertson. The short hands, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Off play action on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man, it's Prentice. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
The Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Got a little space. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Snags it over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Finds his big tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught close to the marker, it's McAllister. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Bailey. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Off play action. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I know it's not something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To the air, it's Robertson. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella was always open.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Not to mention multiple scores.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Right on the money. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Gets it out fast. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, finished off by a guy known for catching passes, but he carried it into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Catch in the middle. It's Baylor. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the single back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air, it's Hoover. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The kick is on its way. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It leads to 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cameron. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Got some room and into the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And the comeback is on.
Number 60.
Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
That makes the score. TCU 28, Baylor 21.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The play action fake. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
To the air, it's Robertson. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Wants to throw again. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Washington. Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just...
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if you're turning it on, he stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, they've still got the lead, but they are losing the momentum. And the defense is starting to make plays after getting that last sack. They can feel it right now. You can see them playing with a whole lot of more energy. There's a lot of pressure on this offense now to respond.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
TCU 31.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It says Ukama.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's James. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Snagged out of the air. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run in the red zone. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver. Only a very slight.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
So this is likely an exercise in futility or a little window dressing or lipstick on a pig just to make the final score look a little better. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
No good. That keeps the score Baylor 42, TCU 37.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate taking down TCU. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.